Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Devil Dagger here in Gnomoria. As you can see, we got a few goblins trying to knock down our front gate. The music, however, doesn't seem to think so. But we have our 3 soldiers here. Unfortunately, our 2 sentinels are up here napping in their bedrooms, which might get us in a little bit of trouble, honestly. There's, looks like 4 right here. Yeah, there's 4 goblins here, so I'm hoping that these 3 can hold them off by themselves. I'm not too sure about that, though. Other than these 4, they don't have any armor, so maybe the weapons will serve us well, but let's unpause and see how this goes. And we're gonna get a bunch of messages about goblins being spotted. Some more goblins, another goblin. Oh dear. This has quickly turned into quite a fuss. Oh my. This is not good at all. Okay, let's unpause and keep going. Hopefully our soldiers will be able to handle it. They seem to be holding the gates pretty well. Just hoping that our soldiers will be okay. Are there any injuries right now? No, everybody seems to be doing okay. Janet's blood. How is Janet doing? She has an injured right leg, left foot, and right hand. That's not good, Janet. You really need to get a bandage for that. That way you actually keep attacking these goblins and nobody gets injured. Any injuries? Somebody is injured. Let's see, Oodlefuzzle, how's your health doing? Apparently Oodlefuzzle is blind. That's not good. Alright, so apparently Oodlefuzzle is blind. Myrrh has an injured upper body and lower body. That's not good. Janet, injured right leg, left foot, and right hand. Alright, another goblin down. How many do we have left? Let's see, 1 there. 1, 2. Looks like 3 maybe, unless we have a few standing on the same tile. Alright. Let's hope these actually make some progress here. Hopefully everybody can team up and take this guy out. Alright, so we might be a little bit worse for wear, but we did survive, which is a good thing. So Myrrh is in good health, Janet's in good health, and Oodlefuzzle has a seriously injured lower body and left eye. Alright, let's go ahead and go to the butcher and grab all of these corpses, because they're going to be turned into nice goblin sausages for our nice goblin sandwiches, of course. And we need to... Wow, that's a graphical glitch that I haven't come across before. Wow, that's interesting. Well, Robobob, there's something else for you to work out while you're trying to optimize the game for everyone. And it's actually just... okay. I moved around a little bit and it got rid of the... graphical glitch that was there. That was pretty interesting. Oh, of course, Phil Bingham. Please, come after the action has already happened. No big deal. We went through a ton of bandages in that fight. Holy crap. Alright, well, the fight is over. All the excitement done. Now, what I was thinking about working on today is a little bit of mining. And the reason why I want to do a little bit of mining is because I would actually like for us to start work on expanding a little bit. Mainly over to this direction over here, just to have a nice central block right here for bedrooms. Perhaps some manager rooms around this place, just so that they got a nice courtyard here. Possibly another bedroom block over here. I don't think I'm going to put anything here. I might just put a hallway just for to have a hallway there, basically. Another way of our gnomes pathing. And over here, having a leather workshop and a bone carver's workshop. And that will take these two out of the outdoors in the main area here. And that will be right above the blacksmith, so I thought it would be nice if we dug out past here somewhere and just had some stairs going down. And let's see if that did line up perfectly. Alright, so what we need to do is tell our gnomes to go ahead and mine all the way out to here. And we'll see how that looks in just a second, after our gnomes get that taken care of. And let's make sure that we are maintaining some... Okay, we are maintaining bandages, but I would like for that to be a top priority. And do we have any wool right now? No, all we have is cotton. Okay. Well, we have a few idle gnomes, it looks like. Newton, our Da Vinci. And now that I think about it, we could possibly solve the problem of our gnomes sleeping during battles by telling them to craft an alarm bell. And we're going to use copper and birch for this alarm bell. And what that alarm bell will do will actually tell all of our soldiers that are sleeping to wake up. It's time to go do soldier stuff. They will rush out to the training grounds, and the rest of our gnomes will come and wait in the Great Hall, which, although it's only one layer thick, it does actually provide protection for them. So that's nice. Let's go ahead and speed things up to 4 times the speed, and they've already dug all this out, so that's awesome. Got it coming down here. Excellent. And let's see here. I'm not sure. I think this might be out of the copper slivers that we have, which we have 11 right now, so we should be able to make one. Not really sure why they're not. Alright, how do we want our walls to look? Let's go ahead and build a wall. This is just for the hallway. So we'll get those corners in, and then we'll start adding a little bit more. And now that I think about it, that's kind of a tight hallway. So you know what? No, we're going to cancel that. We're actually going to tell them to deconstruct this wall here and tell them to mine these 2 walls out. Because I know it's just a hallway, but I still would like our gnomes to have a little bit of room. That's just a personal preference. Nothing really comes out of it. But who knows? Maybe our gnomes are claustrophobic, which would be a terrible plight on a gnome, to be quite honest, to be claustrophobic. Because they have to squeeze through some tight spaces somehow. I mean, this hallway here is only 1 block wide, so that would be quite bad. And this is still just holding a spot for me, just to know that I want the hallway to kind of extend, so we'll take that out just so I know exactly how I want it to go. But I think we're going to lay out the leather workshop and the bone carver, and then I'll probably start expanding this hallway a little bit. We'll probably put some storage right here for our blacksmith, just so that they can keep some bars and such. And then we'll do some storage for our leather worker and our bone carver, but I will not bore you guys with my indecision of mining, so I will catch you in a few minutes. Hey guys, and welcome back. We have a few of the blueprints, I guess you could call them, laid out for the kingdom. Went ahead and set up some priorities to remove these ramps. We're digging a hallway all the way down. We'll be widening that soon. The leatherworker and the bone carver will be working over here, and I started off with just a really small storage space for them because I'm not exactly sure how large I want their storage to be. We have a nice size storage space, 7x7 square for our blacksmith area, and down here we have some nice food storage for our gnomes, and then some raw ingredient storage because we'll be packing on a lot of those, and then our kitchen area for our kitchen, butchery, and our brewery, which we have not set up yet, which is kind of a shame considering we now have our barkeep, Gareth Corellian. I also set up some mining to be done underneath this tower here, and that's just so that we can start laying down the foundations of this tower, because I want to move this area here kind of backwards, and that's going to serve as our hospital wing for the most part, and we're going to try and transform this area into something else. Not exactly sure what, but the idea is eventually we're going to start growing this area out, and it's going to kind of snake along here. We'll have our nice little central area with our 2 statues, and then we're going to have it come out and then come back around, and we're just going to have an absolutely huge great hall area. And it should expand to this whole inside of this mountain if we want to, and if we like, we can actually incorporate this nice little lake or pond right here because it's exposed to the open air, so it'll keep collecting rainwater for us. And we can actually go back over here and have another lake over here. Perhaps a nice little pool for our gnomes. We just have to be careful, because if we mine against the edge of the map right here, or any of the 4 edges really, it actually creates a valid spawning point for enemies to come into, so we want to be careful about that. And I think I just noticed that glitch again, that graphical glitch of the white lines. I have to keep a lookout for that, but go ahead and unpause and let everything go. And I actually just realized that that's not going to go anywhere if there's no access to it. So we have everybody going. Not really sure where our miners are right now. Where are our miners at? Faye is sleeping and Bobipsy is crafting. Okay. So we have a few... oh yes, I also laid out some smooth stone to be laid down in this hallway, because it's going to be more of a utility hallway than it is anything else. Just for quick access between the armor and the leather workshop. But our miners made quick work of that. Our miner is absolutely ridiculous, especially at 4 times the speed. But now we're going to have our areas all cleared out, which should be very nice. I'm actually going to tell them to go ahead and set up another workshop. Where is it at? Miscellaneous, leather worker. We'll do a pine table, a pine chair, and a marble knife. And we're going to put it right in the corner right there. And get another workshop going, a bone carver. Oh, apparently Twickle Dwizzy has created a legendary goblin sausage. How nice. Let's try and go with orange wood. If we have it. I'm not actually sure if we have the necessary ingredients. How do I want this to go? Let's have it flip the other way, just to kind of create a nice open environment. It's not going to be all shoved to the back of the workshop area in here. And we need to put some lights in there for them. I don't really care what kind of torches you throw in there, to be quite honest. Put the torch right here, I guess. And I haven't quite thought about having torches in here, unfortunately. Great thing about it being a 7x7 room is that we can actually have a torch right in the middle if I could select the correct thing, which might actually make it look a little bit cooler. So 1, 2, 3 in the middle. So that should be the middle of the room there. And I would, as much as I would love to actually pave all these rooms out, I'm not too comfortable with our military right yet. Oh, and another thing I did in break is I installed our alarm bell right here in the Great Hall, because we seem to have a lot of idle gnomes. Now, I cannot remember whether or not it actually requires a mechanic to come along and actually hit the bell. And it looks like it does require a mechanic, and because the only people we have that are mechanics right now are our soldiers, it's not gonna do us any good, which is kind of a problem. I'm gonna probably have to go through all the professions and actually give them some kind of mechanic work, which is a bit unfortunate because that will also mean that they try and rearm the traps. Not really sure about all that, but there are quite a number of jobs that we're going to have to go. The least I can do is make Da Vinci a mechanic, so we'll actually make that his top priority. Go in here and click mechanic, and the reason I'm doing that is because, and isn't our Da Vinci Chiron's? Da Vinci, no, it's Newton. I'm sorry, Chiron's is our crafts gnome. Sorry about that, guys. Got you a little bit confused there. Alright, so now we can set up some stockpiles. We'll go ahead and set up this stockpile here. This will be the blacksmith stocks. And we want them to keep metal. I guess for right now we can just tell them to kind of keep everything in there. And we'll just pull from general goods, and we'll see how that goes for right now. Go ahead and build a couple crates to get the ball rolling with that. Pine crates for, you know, general purposes right now. We'll go ahead and just fill the corners up for right now. Get that going. Hopefully they'll get to work on that. Go ahead and design another stockpile over here. Put that there. Just say food for right now. Just grab everything that's food, basically. Grab from the general goods. And the idea with this interlocking system here, because as I'm sure you can probably guess, this is going to be doorways. I'd like to imagine that these are kind of refrigerators for our gnomes. It keeps, because you're keeping it separated by a doorway, it makes sure that the heat doesn't transfer and helps with spoiling and that sort of thing, even though the game doesn't actually have that, which in my opinion is a bit of a shame. I think food and drink should spoil. But it is what it is. We work with what we got. Go ahead and put drinks there. And I don't think I told it to pull the drinks from the general goods. No, I did not. Alright, so build some storage here. Actually, we need to tell them to build the correct kind of storage. We'll use birch barrels for our drinks. Who wants to use nasty pine for our food, for our drinks, when we're using pine for everything else, including our food? You know what? We won't use that. We're going to use orange wood. Just because maybe it gives it a nice citrus taste or smell or something to that extent. Alright, so they're already busy trying to move everything into this stock room right here. Alright, we already got those workshops set up, so let's see what we have. We need to keep leather straps on deck at all times. So, tell them to keep 7 yak leather straps at all times, because our straps are basically just going to be holding everything together. Is there anything else? Nope, that's it. Alright, tell them to deconstruct that workshop. And what do we have at the bone carver? Just statuettes repeat, huh? Alright, so crafts any kind of statuettes on repeat forever, please. And we can tell them to deconstruct that. And get that going. And it looks like our gnomes are busy trying to get everything hauled to their respective stockpiles, which is great. Start moving things around a little bit. We could actually sell off some of this furniture if we wanted to. But now that I think about it, it might be kind of nice to have some of this furniture around the fort. Not exactly sure yet, but we might start placing some furniture in the bedroom, start giving them a little bit more worth, because we also can make some dressers and cabinets. That's the 2 things we can make. So we can make some dressers, some cabinets, some tables and chairs for our gnomes. There's nothing else really that we can add. We could add some skulls on a pole if we're feeling particularly grim. But I think that's going to do it for today, guys. This episode was a little bit of just messing around the fort. Had a lot of excitement at the beginning of the episode where those goblins were basically testing the metal of our 3 soldiers that didn't have tower shields. But the kingdom is coming along quite nicely. Next episode we might be working on creating a hospital wing right in this area here. Not too sure exactly how big I want it to be. We could technically take up this whole area if we really wanted to, if we wanted to get private bedrooms and whatnot, but I think that's asking a little bit of our gnomes right now. But we did get all this set up, so now our gnomes have a nice little area in nature where they can enjoy it. We'll probably have to set up a little bit of fencing right in here just to protect our gnomes completely. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. As always, please like, subscribe, drop some feedback down below, some comments. If you'd like to join the kingdom, please just drop the name that you would like me to add down below. Otherwise, I'm just going to assume that you want me to use your YouTube username. But from everybody here in Devil Dagger, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope to see you in the next. Y'all have a great one.